the first thing he knows that I don't think I'm an important person. I'm your servant. I'm not supposed to be carried in a palanquin. I'm supposed to serve you. Amen. I would have stayed throughout, but there's an international conference of World Vision that will be held in Ghana from tomorrow, the 16th. And I have 2 slots of speaking engagement. You have to make sure that I prepare well. If I go there, I'll be introduced as the national president of Full Gospel. If I flunk, it means that Full Gospel is failing. So I have to go and prepare. But I just want to say a couple of words. One is from the book of our leader, The Divine Life. The Divine Life is based on John chapter 15, verses 1 to 12. It's a very readable book. Please try and read. The key statement is, I am the vine and you are the branches. I am the vine and you are the branch. We read it many times, but when you are reading it, your mind begins to play tricks with you. Because you read it, I am the vine, and you are the branches. And it looks as if Jesus is saying, I am the main stem of the plant, and you are the branch. But that is not what it says. It says, I am the vine, and you are the branch. The vine is the root system, is the main stem, is the branches, is the leaves, is the tendril. Is all of that. So he's not all of that minus the branches. He's all of that, including the branches. Am I making myself? So you then ask yourself, so what am I? You are part of him. You have in you the divine life that he has. It is flowing in your veins. You are representing him here on earth. He's not the main stem and you make up the branches. He's the whole thing, including the branches. But he's giving you the privilege here on earth of being a branch on his behalf. So you are part of him. You have the divine life in you. And it then means that without you, he's not complete. Without you, God cannot do what he wants to do on earth. We are used to the other phrase that says that without me, you can do nothing. But on earth, God has so arranged it that without you, he can do nothing. He cannot save people without you. If you are doubting it, look at the life of Cornelius. He had prayed and given alms, and it had come as a memorial before God. And I thought God would just save him there and then, but he couldn't. He had to send an angel. I thought the angel would come and say, you have been saved, or this is the message of salvation, but he couldn't. Because the angel is not the branch. It's not part of the divine life. You are. So they had to look for a human being, Peter, before Cornelius was saved. Otherwise, he could not have been saved. He could not have received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. 2, Israel was fighting the Philistines. The Philistines had a giant. and they have reduced the whole battle to a one-man combat. Give one person from Israel, we will present a person. The person from Philistine came, and for 40 days and nights, he threatened Israel. And he did not only threaten Israel, he insulted the God of Israel. He exalted his idol. But nothing happened. Why? Because God would grace through the branches here. God needed someone. And the battle turned in favor of God when he found it. Otherwise, it would have been disastrous. So God needs you. We cannot have a world convention without you. We cannot have a successful world convention without you. We are praying and calling on God. We can call on God all that we want. If there are no people who will stand in for God here, a world convention cannot be held. And you are that person. That brings me to my second. I woke up one day from sleep and I heard an audible voice. It says, a river does not begin as a river. A river begins as drops of water. You would expect that everybody will buy into the convention from the beginning of the fellowship to the end. That's not how it works. It takes a handful of people to start the flow. A river does not begin as a river. River Nile did not begin as River Nile. It began as drops of water, which collected into creeks, which collected into tributaries. And the tributaries flowed into the river, and it became the River Nile. So the transformation will not start with everybody in the fellowship. The prayer will not start with everybody in the fellowship. It just begins like a drop with a few people who are willing to pray. They begin to hold hands to pray, and then it grows into a creek, and the creek begins to flow into a tributary, and the tributary flows into a river, and we now have a river of living water that will ensure that there is success. You are the drops here today. I'm not worried about numbers. You are more than enough to bring about the change. Amen. So be encouraged. Don't stop. Just begin to continue to pray. And then you will move into tributaries, and the tributaries will become a river. And then we'll have a river of living water that will affect not just only Ghana, but the entire world. God bless you so much. Thank you.
Let's give the Lord a hand.